Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tracy Show. It's been a while. Um, Looking at my phone because this is going to come in handy for what we're going to talk about today. It has been a while since I have seen you all on Tuesday. Um, Apologies for that, but the last couple of Tuesdays I've had to work, so just couldn't do the show because I was getting off at 7:30 and I just felt like that was too late. So I decided I'm going to do a show today. So thank you all for tuning in. Of course, my name is Tracy. I will be here with you for the next 45 minutes or so. Hopefully, maybe we'll go an hour. I don't know. But before I get started, I want to pay a couple of bills. Please subscribe. I'm still at 297. I'm not sure why I can't get to 300. I don't know, but I really want to get to 300 by the end of this year. Um it seems like it's a long time coming, but I literally need just 3 people to jump over or while you're watching this video, if this is your first time watching, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. You can definitely do that to help me to get to 300. I can't get to a million subscribers until I first at least cross 300. So please, 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 please hit that subscribe button. Help me out. You can support me on Patreon. Patreon support starts at $2 a month, and that fund goes towards keeping up the StreamYard, keeping up my Zoom meeting, which I use for recordings, um, eventually buying new lights and new equipment. So that definitely helps. There is the link. We are going to have a virtual Christmas party on Christmas Day. Mark your calendars. Get ready now, December the 25th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to come in here. We're going to talk about all things Christmas, the real meaning behind Christmas, our favorite Christmas movies. It'll be an hour or so. We're going to have a lot of fun. So join us on Christmas Day. Promise not to take too much of your time, but definitely join us for the virtual Christmas party on this channel. Also, join us for our New Year's Eve show. This has become a tradition of mine. I am doing a New Year's Eve show December the 31st at 11:30 p.m. We're going to count down towards the new year, talk about what happened in 2024. Look forward to all of us being in prison because it's 2025 and, of course, Project 2025 and it getting started, and all the people on the Democratic left are getting scared out of their minds. But hey, it's a thing apparently. So definitely tune in for our New Year's Eve show. Probably one of our shorter shows, but we'll see who is there. February the 1st, we are having I'm having a virtual scavenger hunt fundraiser. The goal is to raise $1,500. I keep saying we like it's other people working for me. I definitely need that to get a soundboard, new lights. I want to bring back the website so badly. So all of those funds are going to go towards that. So please register, and I'll be sending out a flyer to my mailing list. Remember to like us on Facebook so that we can podcast there live. Follow me on Blue Sky, where I will be posting this episode. Um, if you can't remember that, just go to Blue Sky on Google and type, "Hi, it's me, Tracy." That's my name. Hi, HIITSMETRACY. So that is me. You can follow me on there. Okay, I keep asking this one. I don't know why no one responds. I need 5 followers on Rumble so I can start podcasting there live. I do not want to pay to podcast there live. I need to be podcasting on Rumble and I need 3 more followers. I have 2. So please, 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 please go to my Rumble page. All you got to do is follow. I know a lot of you say that Rumble is a more conservative um, platform, but I still want to be on there to give a newer, more leftist voice to that. And finally, help us to get to 25 likes and 15 shares. We are still doing our 25 likes and 15 shares campaign where 25 people like this video and 15 people who could be within the 25 share this video. We're going to get started. There's a lot to talk about, but I've narrowed it down. I'm definitely going to talk a lot about, and I'm trying to bring up his name now. I'm definitely going to talk about not 1, not 2, but 3 governments following that. Well, I may get to that. But I'm definitely going to get to the United Healthcare murder and what's happening with that. And I still have questions that have not been answered because nothing that's being reported is making sense to me. So I'll probably spend the majority of my time talking about that. Like I said, I want to try to get to the Syrian government, maybe, but you all know foreign politics is not my strong suit. But Syrian and then the Romanian government didn't hold, they just like canceled their elections. And so did, wait a minute, hold on a second, because I know, well, I'll at least talk about those 2 things. So let's get started. So, if you haven't been living under a rock, the CEO or former CEO, Brian Thompson, that's his name, he was gunned down going to a shareholders meeting. Now, he used to be the CEO of United Healthcare. And there were a lot of things that, like I said, I still have questions about this, but let me just kind of give you the backstory. So he was shot in the back. He was 50 years old, CEO of United Healthcare. Just a tragic, to me, it's tragic. But I want to, like I said, I have some questions and I want to get to those questions. And if you're watching this, go ahead and comment, please. I'm trying to bring this up so I can at least read the overview. So I can get you more of a detailed description. So I'm just going to read what the overview says. Brian Thompson, the 50-year-old CEO of the American health insurance company United Healthcare, was shot and killed in Midtown Manhattan, New York City on December 4th, 2024. The shooting occurred early in the morning outside an entrance to the New York Hilton Midtown Hotel. Thompson was in the city to attend the annual investors meeting for United Health Group, the parent company to United Healthcare. Prior to his death, he had faced criticisms of the company's rejection of insurance claims, and his family had reported he had received death threats in the past. The subject initially described was a white male, masked, fled the scene on December the 9th, 2024. Authorities arrested 26-year-old, and no, I'm not going to get his name right, but I'm going to try it, Luigi Mangione of Altoona, Pennsylvania, and have charged him with the murder in a Manhattan court. Several things here to unpack. And I'm just going to call the young man accused of the crime Luigi because I can't pronounce his last name. So, how did he know? How did he know Mr. Thompson's schedule? That's my first question. Was he like following him? Um, did he how did he know precisely what time to be at that hotel? It seems kind of odd. Like there's a reason to me, there has to be a reason why he was stationed outside the hotel at that particular time. Well, obviously it was to kill him, but how did he get access to the schedule, right? Assuming that he was one of the people that was threatening him, did he get this? Was it like, was he paid to do? And I'm just kind of getting questions here. So um just kind of give me this. Um did like how did he get that schedule? Did somebody that knew Mr. Thompson's schedule give it to him? Was this is obviously a planned type of assassination attempt, right? Because it was too calculated. He shot him in the back. Oh, that's so cowardly. That's so cowardly. He waited in right until then, shot him with a silencer. And here comes my next question. Why did he leave a witness there? There was apparently someone that had witnessed the shooting and he left that person alive. Why? Usually, if there's some witness, that witness normally doesn't make it. I'll put it that way. How come he, Luigi, left that witness and didn't do anything to that witness? He just left them. How, next question, how um, come United Healthcare didn't offer a reward? That's kind of strange to me. I know people are going to say, oh, it's a $50,000 reward, but that was offered, I believe, by the government, and it was not offered by United Healthcare. Like, did they not care that their CEO, their leader, the head of their company was just gunned down? They offered nothing. To my knowledge, I don't think they've offered a statement. Anybody watching can correct me. I don't even think they've offered a statement, much less a reward. So it's kind of strange to me that they didn't offer anything. No statement, no reward, no anything. Other question, and this is the one I want to explore. Why is some of y'all happy this man got shot in the back? I can't understand this, right? I know that the healthcare system stinks. I know it's awful. I know we need Medicare for all, but this ain't the way to get it. Killing someone is not the way to get to Medicare for all. Absolutely not. It is absolutely not the right way to get what it is that we truly want. We're not, and making him a hero, calling him a saint, making songs about the Saint Luigi. It's unnecessary. And it doesn't seem to me to be conducive in the larger scheme of getting that discussion out the way it should be. Because if you truly wanted Medicare for all, you wouldn't be for this. This is not good. And maybe I'm just out here and I'm just saying things that doesn't make sense to some people especially the left. This is one of those things that has united both the left and the right. It's like people are like, he deserved it. No, no, this cannot happen. I'm going to show some screenshots that I took, and I'm kind of going over these. Sorry, my scalp is just kind of itchy. Because there are actually people writing love letters to this guy. Um, Yeah, it's like people and um the media has caused a sensation, becoming obsessed with this person. Um, Knowing his background, he came from a privileged background, which again makes the whole healthcare thing um kind of strange. But I'm trying to find the manifesto. But I've just seen people just like lauded him as though he's like some kind of hero, and he's not. Um, let's see. We're gonna well, okay. Of course I can't find it. I want to find his manifesto. And of course the public donating $130,000 to his defense fund. I mean, come on. Um y- yeah, really, really, we gonna really do that? Um and like I said, I get that that he was angry at the healthcare system. Who isn't? I mean, you had United Healthcare known for denying claims, known for high premiums, known for high deaths due to, denied claims and denied services. So I get it that the anger is there. But again, killing someone isn't going to get you to where you are. The healthcare system has already proven they're not going to correct themselves. So making him a hero doesn't make sense to me. Um, I'm going to read some portions of this. This is from, okay, so this is from The Independent, and I'm not going to screen share this because I don't want to get a hit. I'm just going to read it. And again, I'm calling him Luigi because I can't pronounce his name. Luigi allegedly laid out his plot to kill United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in a spiral notebook, including chilling to-do lists and plans considering using a bomb in the Manhattan attack. The notebook was found alongside a 262-word manifesto, a ghost gun silencer, and false ID cards in the shooting suspect's possession at the time of his arrest at McDonald's in Altoona, Monday, according to CNN. Inside the notebook was a to-do list outside outlining the tasks to be completed to carry out the killings, as well as notes that justified those plans, a source told the network. In one of those notes, Luigi allegedly mused about the different methods of murder, including the possibility of bombing Manhattan. So he wasn't thinking about just, injuring one person. Um, he considered it, but then the notebook shows that he decided against it because he didn't want to kill the innocents. So apparently he did have a change of heart, but still chose the wrong reference to it. Okay, so the source added that the notebook shows the suspect decided to carry out a more targeted attack, using what could be better to kill the CEO at his own bean counting conference. United Healthcare was holding an investors conference in Manhattan on the day that Thompson was killed, and the CEO was set to present the company's finances to staff at the event. New York Police Chief Detective Joe Kinney said the suspect mentioned going to the conference site in the notebook. How did he find out about the conference? That's still my question. In another passage, Luigi allegedly wrote about the Unabomber Ted Kaczynski, which I can pronounce with no problems. The source said prior to the shooting, Luigi gave Kaczynski's manifesto a positive review on Goodread and urged members of his book club to read his memoir. Along this along with the spiral notebook, the 3-page, 262-word handwritten manifesto was described by police as claim of responsibility for the shooting. Kenny said its contents hit at a motive including ill will towards corporate America. In it, the suspect allegedly insists he acted alone and rails against the healthcare industry, saying that the U.S. has, this part is true, the most expensive healthcare system in the world, while ranking 47 in global life expectancy rankings. He is said to have had apologized for any trauma caused and spoken his respect for federal investigators before noting these parasites had it coming. The suspect was driven by disdain for corporate greed in America and the healthcare industry, the paper report. He appeared to view targeting and killing of the company's highest ranking representative as symbolic takedown and a direct challenge to its alleged corruption and power games, asserting in his note he is the first to face it with such brutal honesty. A police report about the document obtained by Times read. On Tuesday, Luigi appeared in court in Pennsylvania, where he was denied bail and fought extradition to New York, where he is facing murder charges for the December 4th shooting. He also faces weapon charges in Pennsylvania. So you can see that he, of course, I just read it. He had a disdain for corporate America. Who doesn't? Nobody sits here except for corporate America likes corporate America. The ends don't justify the means. Obviously, he was planning an escape because he had several fake IDs. But he went to Altoona, Pennsylvania, which that's another question I have. Like Altoona, Pennsylvania, and you're railing against corporate America, but you're going to eat at McDonald's, a corporate restaurant. That doesn't make any sense to me. But again, we'll find out about this a little bit later on as the trial gets started. It amazes me though how again the media just can't and we're talking about it obviously, but they can't seem to understand why so many Americans are outraged at the healthcare system, right? It's like they're just like, what? People are upset. Yes, people are definitely upset. Now, again, I'm not condoning the brutal killing of anyone to get, better healthcare outcomes. That's not what I'm going to say. But you have to kind of separate this into two things. Yes, what he did allegedly, because until he's proven guilty in a court of law, he's still innocent. But if he's found guilty, and you have to separate that, if I can get my thoughts straight, you have to separate that from the angst against corporate America, especially the healthcare industry. The healthcare industry, and that includes big pharma, insurance companies, have gotten away with several things. Big pharma doesn't let the government negotiate prices. You have, again, insurance companies like United denying claims, denying authorizations, high healthcare costs, high premium costs. We need to get rid of the private insurance companies, period. And until we do that, there's going to be more of this, unfortunately. Attempts, not killings, but it's amazing to me that, again, I'm trying to get my next story up here. I'm sorry. That so many people are writing songs, confessing their love for him, contributing to his legal fund, that's not going to get you to your goals. You want the healthcare crisis to stop, just like everybody else, right? You want it to stop. You don't want people not getting the things that they need. We want free healthcare. We want universal healthcare, not the Affordable Care Act. Let me make sure everybody gets that straight. We don't want the Affordable Care Act. No, 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 no. We need universal Medicare for all healthcare, and not what we have now. It's terrible. Um, and people say, "Oh, well, it's all we got. We can do better." We spend so much on the military. It's easy to know where to get the money from. That and taxing the rich would be a good thing, but of course, I believe in monetary money theory. But hey, um, that's just me. So I kind of wanted to touch on that because it's just really been bothering me that I'm seeing that. And no sympathy for his wife or his children. Just, yeah, he deserved it. I can't be that person. And I know that may cause some people to unsubscribe. Okay, have at it. But I can't be that person that relishes in the destruction of another person. I know that we need universal health care that's guaranteed for everyone. I know that we need to stop Big Pharma from not negotiating drug prices. But again, destroying another person, taking another person away from their family is not going to get you to where you need to be. So that's all I have to say on that. And like I said, we're going to move on to the next thing. And I thought the Romanian government had failed, but I'm going to talk about this maybe 2 minutes and then kind of call it a day. So, parliamentary elections were held on December 1st. So Romania, and I know, guys, remember, foreign politics is not my thing, but I think this is important to discuss because sometimes what they do overseas affects us or affects us. I never can remember the difference here. So I'm just gonna kind of breeze through this. Um, and I'm reading from CNN. And yes, I'm not screen sharing because again, I don't want to screen share because YouTube likes taking me down. So Romania's constitutional court has annulled the first round of the country's 2024 presidential election process, which was nearly won by the far right ultra nationalist candidate Kalin Georgescu, Kalin Georgescu, amid allegations of Russian interference. The historic decision means the second round of the runoff will be scheduled for Sunday, which was last Sunday. And when Georgescu would have gone head to head with his centrist rival Lorena Lasconi, will no longer take place. So basically, you got countries out here just saying, you know what, that other country interfered in our elections. So that's what they're saying. Russian interference caused them to annul this election. The US does this all the time. Can anybody say Venezuela? I mean, our country is like, oh, this is such a shock and they shouldn't interfere. Okay, no country should interfere in another country's elections. Okay, let's just establish that as a fact, right? Russia shouldn't be invading in Romania's elections. Romania shouldn't be influencing Costa Rica's elections. Costa Rica's elections shouldn't influence Canada's elections. Canada's elections shouldn't influence the United States elections. The United States should be influencing no one's elections. But because our government is cray cray, yeah, I said what I said. We've gone on this tirade of just interfering, putting our nose in, like literally removing leaders to put in who we want so we can get our goals. And then we wonder why people don't like us. So I don't know who won the elections, but I'm going because it took place this Sunday. Let me see. I'm trying to see who won it. Okay, so apparently no one achieved a majority. They know and they have not announced the new date. Well, they only got what? Today's the 17th. You got 13 dates. It just says December 2025. Okay, yeah, this is just so ridiculous that other countries just think, yeah, now we don't live there, but what we're going to do is we're going to put our nose in that country's business. For what reason? Maybe I just don't. Again, there's a lot about foreign politics I don't understand, but I'm going to bring this back to US. Why is we out here doing this? It doesn't benefit us. If the country wants XYZ person, why can't they have XYZ person? Because it doesn't benefit us. We want TUV person, like that person's better for us. Like how does that help me? I think more people need to become aware of that. Again, I just wanted to touch on these things because I just wanted to. And I got one final one. I know I had something else I wanted to talk about, and I can't think of it, guys. Make some comments if you're out there watching why I bring up what I think is going to be my last thing today. I said the Syrian conflict. Okay, got it. I knew I wanted to talk about something else. Okay, so this one again, I'm gonna be on Struggle Street because in US apparently the leader of Syria, I'm gonna get this right. Apparently this has to do with the Israelis, and this is where I start getting confused, so y'all gonna have to help me out today. I'm trying to get this where their old leader, and I'm gonna try this, Bashir al-Assad, was forced to leave the country. Pretty sure that happened. So he got ousted and is now somewhere. And he was, according to this article, Russia evacuated him. This is where it gets really confusing for me because again, all these countries, and apparently Russia's broke, but they're doing all this stuff. Where are they getting the money to do all these things? Let's see. Yeah, so he won. So rebels captured the capital, which I know is Damascus. I know Damascus is the capital of Syria. That much I do. That much I know. That much I know. Um, and he left on December the 8th. Why is this coming up with 25,000 ads? Um, oh, so they moved him to Russia. So apparently they're on his side. So they moved him to Russia. Um, this is really confusing because I thought that this was had something to do with Israel, which I know I'm right about, because Israel, and that's what I want to get to. They've been warring. Yeah, so Israel is currently striking in Syria. So while the old leader was booted off to Russia, Israel is bombing Syria. Oh my gosh, this is so confusing. Um, so Israel is attacking Syria, and we'll know why. Um, okay, okay. So Israel has justified its attacks on Syria by claiming it is eliminating an Iranian military target. However, Iran has said none of their forces are in Syria. So Israel is bombing Syria because they're saying, oh, all you got are these Iranian military people. But Iran is saying, no, none of our forces are there. Um, and they are. Let me backtrack this. How many things is Israel involved in, and America just keeps funding them? So we got this. We got them bombing Lebanon. We got them bombing Gaza still. Like, where does it stop at? It's just like whatever they want to do, just let them do it. Just let them do it. Do it. It doesn't matter. Just go out there and bomb everybody. I don't understand this. Um, let's see. And of course, because Israel does it, America's gonna fund it. I mean, that wouldn't change, but um, and it just says da 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 da. So it's just we need a movement. We need a peace movement. I don't know how many more wars, and I know somebody who's Christian, they're going to say there's wars and then there's rumors of wars. Okay, I know. But at least we should try to work for peace, try to live in peace. This is just utterly ridiculous that places like Israel, the United States, Iran, Iraq, whomever, they just keep bombing and keep bombing and keep bombing. No reason, no rationale. Just do whatever you want to do. And until we, the American people, say, you know what? We're tired of our money going towards this. We're tired of our money going to fund these long-standing, never-ending wars. I mean, we're now talking, you have people like Lindsey Graham and Nikki Haley talking about bombing Iran. Stupid question. Exactly what did Iran do to us? Somebody probably is going to have to educate me on that because I don't know. Like I said, foreign politics is not my thing. Not my thing, not my thing, not my thing. But this is costing us at home too. Not only should we be against it because, hey, this is my tax money supporting this, we should also be against this because of a moral ground, right? We should have the moral compass to say, hey, this is wrong. This is not the right way to do things. There should be negotiations. You know, I've always believed in providing like medical aid food aid, clothing, medicine, and those type of things. But military weapons is just about where I stop at. I can't do it. Now, unless you attack, if we're just out here, we're not attacking. But that's not the way the military industrial complex is set up, right? It's set up to have these never ending, always going wars, and they seem to never stop. They seem to just keep going, and people's pockets, not yours, not mine, are getting enriched. The military's budget increases every year, but do the soldiers get that money? No, they don't. Let me backtrack. Some people in the military are eligible for SNAP. Now, you make that make sense to me. You're out here giving your life for a country and you're eligible for SNAP. That makes no sense. But because the American people are like, oh, well, we got to protect ourselves because the media says we have to protect ourselves, we end up spending all of this not useless money. We end up spending this money in useless wars when we could be putting that money towards ending homelessness, universal health care, eliminating food deserts, strengthening countries that are trying to rebuild their economy. We could do so many other things with that money. And just to, just to keep doing it in the way we are isn't making much sense to me. But of course, I'm not a warmonger. I don't understand why, the military industrial complex even exists. I can't think of, to me, there's no winners in a war. I don't, which is why I hate declaring, the war on drugs, the war on poverty. No, wars don't have winners. They never have, and they never will, because people on both sides are losing loved ones when they don't have to. And again, the way we treat our soldiers, like I said, a large majority qualify for SNAP. They suffer from PTSD, homelessness, all those things that they suffer. They aren't getting that money. I can see one rationale I can make, although I wouldn't be for it, if they said, okay, we're going to give, incoming recruits, if you've been in the military less than 10 years, you're going to get a 50% raise. Well, okay, I could almost accept the budget going up. But that's not what happens. Instead, you get these big contracted missile building, drone building, having wars in outer space building contractors that are getting these multi-billion-dollar contracts to do what? They're creating war. They always want to create war. They don't care about people, because if they cared about people, they would care about peace. If that's what they were for, why do they even exist? Why is your business model, hey, let's destroy people? Let's just destroy people. Let's create an object, a drone, a bomb, a gun that can destroy somebody. That's how we'll make our money. How does that make sense? It does not. It makes no sense to me why people in America aren't more up in arms about this. And it's only going to get worse. Someone said, and I said, hey, I'm voting for Dr. Cornel West because I believe he's an advocate for peace. Well, you really can't have peace. Well, not true peace, because of my Christian beliefs, but again, you can live peacefully amongst each other. You can, stop funding. I don't know if they're still called Halliburton. That's the first one I thought about. Blackwater, or is Blackwater the realty? All of those contractors, we could stop giving them billions of dollars. The Pentagon has not had a passing audit in years, and they still keep getting money. Yet you have Congress people who are in the pockets of the military industrial complex that will propose bills and sign off on bills, both Republicans and Democrats increase their budget. Why not? And we wonder why people don't vote. You know, I used to get mad at people for not voting because I'm like, well, no, this is your voice. But I don't agree with it, but I can understand it. Like I'm coming to understand it more and more and more. Our politicians literally should be wearing like locale like logos on their suits and dresses saying who bought them off. This makes no sense that our taxpayer money is going towards this. Um, and until we get angry enough to change it, it's going to keep happening. Um, and so I'm back. Probably will not have a show on Thursday because I got to pick up my medicine. Um, but I will have a show, two shows on Saturday. I'll have my 4 o'clock show. We'll be talking about, I think I'm ranking Hanna-Barbera cartoons. I know. I just went from military industrial complex to ranking Hanna-Barbera cartoons, but that's what I'll be talking about on Saturday at 4, obviously. And then at 7, I'll get my congratulations, Dr. Cornell West, Dr. Melina Abdullah show will be on at 7, just to kind of remind you of some announcements. Remember to subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm 3 away from 300. Please do it. Just do it. Support me on Patreon. Join me for the virtual Christmas party right here from 6 p.m. at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join me for my New Year's Eve show, December the 31st at 11:30 p.m. Join me for the virtual scavenger hunt on February the 1st. Remember to like me on Facebook. Follow me on Blue Sky. Help us to get 25 likes and 15 shares. of viewership's a little low tonight, so I need everyone to help me do that. And that is it. I'll see you all Saturday. I'm going to take myself down and play the outro. Have a great evening.